Hello students, this is Miss Nisha here. I'm just going to take you through two of the folders of a group discussion project. Just pay attention to what I say and focus all your attention also on the screen that you will see in this video, because I'm going to open two folders. On your screen you can see two folders. One is the group discussion grading material folder, and the other on the right is group discussion project folder contents. Let's have a look at the folder which is group discussion grading material. I'm going to open this and I'm going to take you through all the files within that step by step. Now in this folder you see a number of files. Number one you see is a note-taking layout. As I said, this project, the first step of this group discussion project is to form your groups and to decide your topic. I told you to choose 3 topics because we don't want any other group repeating the same topic. So once we make sure that everybody has a different topic, we're going to be deciding only one topic for each group. The first step is you choose your group and you choose your topic. The second step is you go to the library with your group or individually or in pairs, howsoever you get time, and you're going to search for a research article which is going to be about your topic. For example, if your topic is small group activities, you're going to go online and search for research articles on using small group activities as a method of teaching. Your next step will be to do a task which is on the first file over here. If you can see, I have selected that. This is number 1, group discussion note-taking layout. So you will read your article and you're gonna use this layout to make notes on that article. So this is where you will put down your notes. You can use 1, 2 or 3 sheets depending how long your notes are going to go, how many sheets they're going to run into. So you will put down your notes. You know this format very well. You've used this. You know what to write where. So complete these sheets for each of your article. And mind you, this is a graded task. Not individually, but as a group, you will put your notes on this corner layout. This is going to be your note-taking rubric, which means once you make your notes, you will be putting that in your group discussion folder, and I will be giving you grades on these note-taking formats on this sheet. Now, how will you be graded? If you look at this sheet, this is the note-taking rubric. Both articles should be put in your folder. Both articles should be highlighted. You will use 2 colors in highlighting. Number 1 will be your yellow color, which means you will highlight the content, keywords, key phrases, important sentences, important information, subtopics, whatever you're going to be using from that article in your discussion, you will highlight it in yellow. Wherever you see research reference, you're going to highlight that in green color. So these are the 2 colors you will use in highlighting. Then your main note-taking area, you should have sufficient points, whatever you're going to be talking about in your group discussion. Next item will be the questions. Now this is on the left-hand side of your corner note-taking. You're going to be writing at least 5 to 6 to 8 questions which you think the article is answering with respect to your topic. So I don't want just the keywords, but I want you to formulate questions, that this is the question which the article answers for me. So put down very clear, correct questions and correct structures over here. And at the bottom of your corner layout, you will put a summary, maybe in 3-4 sentences. What is the article basically about? Okay, so this is going to be a graded task, graded as a group work, and it will carry 3 marks. Let's take a look at the third. This is the group discussion rubrics. If you see, I have selected the third item here. Let me open this. Okay, this is the rubric which I will be grading you on during your group discussion. It will be for each of you separately graded, And as you can see, there are different items over here. The first item is that whenever you make a comment or a point of view, you should give examples. Then second one is give your opinions. When you say something, use opinion phrases and expressions. For example, in my opinion, I personally think, I strongly believe. So those kind of expressions you should use. Then correct stress and intonation, no mistakes in pronunciation, correct grammar. Do not hesitate, means do not feel nervous, and speak clearly, and you should be heard well till the end of the class. Have a good eye contact and have a good facial expression. Don't look angry, annoyed, or upset. Then you sit properly and show a good body language. Then demonstrate that you are listening to the others as they are speaking. And the last point here, 10th point, is that encourage others to speak. For example, you can ask the others, this is what I feel. What do you think, Fatima? Or Noura, do you agree with what I just said? Or what Reem just said? So this is the way you encourage others to participate in the discussion. And the whole thing carries 10 marks. So this is how each one of you will be graded out of 10 during your group discussion on your group discussion skills. Next is a group discussion report, and this is again going to be a group work. One report each group will have to write, and in this report, as you can see, you put your topic, put all your names in alphabetical order, which means A, B, C, D, E, F, whatever the names come in the same order, and this will carry 3 marks total. Your group discussion report is going to follow these 3 rules. Number 1, it should be in the form of an essay. Number 2, it should be in correct grammatical conventions. And number 3, it should be in a very formal tone of writing, which means it's not a journal writing, but it's a genre writing. So you should follow all the rules of a genre writing. Which means it should be edited, revised, well structured, and well formulated content. But of course, when I say essay, it does not mean it has to be 5-6 pages essay. It simply means each paragraph should be about 4 to 5 sentences, and you will have 5 paragraph report. Paragraph 1 can give a brief introduction and some of your sub topics which you will discuss in your main topic, and then each following paragraph can develop on your subtopic, and the last one will be a concluding paragraph which will again sum up and tie all your points together. This is going to be your format within which you will write your 5 paragraph group report. As you can see, your report comes here. It will be 5 paragraphs. Paragraph 1, introduction and your point of argument with subtopics. Paragraph 2 to 4 will be paragraph body with each paragraph on one topic, on one subtopic, and the last one will be concluding. Do not forget the references, because you are going to be putting references also, which means both your articles should be mentioned over here in the correct APA referencing format, which you have learned in the last semester, how to give the APA referencing format, so you should be knowing that. The next is a reflection. This is individual task. All of you will be writing a reflection, which means, as you can see over here, write a reflection on the group discussion project about how was your experience of working on the group project, and how would you use this learning experience in future. So what have you learned, or how are you going to use this experience in future. You can also give any suggestions that you have, any comments, any views, and but support your comments with examples. If you like something, give an example. What did you like? If you do not like something, give an example of what did you not like in your whole discussion project. So support your statements with examples. There is a rubric at the bottom, and this is how you will be graded. It will carry 2 marks. So make sure you go through the rubric as you write your paragraph of reflection. This is the total grade sheet of your group discussion, which gives a complete picture of How are your marks for group discussion put together? As you see, the first one, this is note taking, which is a group work, and both your note taking will be graded for 3 marks. Then 2 questions. Now these 2 questions over here means that the day you have discussion, after the discussion will be open for questions, and the audience will ask the group 2 questions. So you should be asking minimum 2 questions during the whole of the discussion class, which means you can ask both your questions to one group, or you can spread your questions across 2 or 3 groups, which means you can ask one group one question, you can ask another group another question. You can ask more than 2 questions also, but you have to minimum ask 2 questions, and I will be grading you on the quality of your questions and also the number of your questions, which means minimum 2 questions. By quality, I mean these should not be the questions like, could you repeat what you said? Or a question like, do you think it's a good method? So the answer is yes and no. So there will be no yes and no questions. So what does it mean? It means that your questions are going to be basically hot questions, which means which invite higher order thinking. Okay. For example, how do you think this method is good for schools in Bahrain? How would you overcome the challenges of using this method in schools of Bahrain? Or how will you do it in a different way for a how would you use this method in a different way in the higher classes, so something which makes the speaker talk about gives the speaker a chance to do higher order thinking, and not something which is very silly and very question which invites lower order thinking. Then of course you have the group discussion report, 3 marks, group discussion reflections individual, 2 marks, and group discussion individual, again your observation during the discussion, 10 marks. This is what makes a 20 marks total grade on group discussion. So I hope you understand that, and this I have given you some outlines on how will you write your group report. So please go through this. It gives you what should you write in introduction, in the body, and in the conclusion. Okay. Very quickly I will show you the group discussion folder contents. Each group will give me 1 folder. So if you have 4 groups in your class, I should have 4 folders. And please make sure you print and put these folder contents. Number 1 will be your cover page. You will keep all the items as it is. You can change the color and design. Put all the names of group members in the alphabetical order over here. So this is going to be your cover page. Then item 2 is your content page. You will put all your items in the group discussion folder in the following order, which means number 1, both your articles will come. After the articles, you will put the note taking of both the articles. Then after that, you will put 1 sheet of the note taking rubric, on which I will give the grades to the whole group on the note taking. Then after that, you will have group discussion report, which will again be 1 copy of the report. Next, you will have group discussion reflections, which will be depending on how many people you have in your group. So there will be 5 to 6 copies of reflections by each person. And the last, you will put the number of copies for each student for the total grade on group discussion. So put your names and put the grade sheet for each group member in the order in which you mentioned the names at the on the cover page itself. Okay, so this is the second. Then appendix. Appendix means anything extra you have done for your project, all that you will add in appendix. Keep a record of your meetings. This also goes in your folder. You can put it in the appendix, which means how many times you are meeting, what date and time, who all are the members who attended the meeting, and what are the tasks that you accomplished or you plan to do till the next meeting. All that you put on this, and this is also very important in getting you your complete grades. Well, that's all, and I hope you understood what is there in both these folders. If you have any questions, please feel free to make a note of it, and we can discuss those questions when we meet in the class. Thank you very much, and thank you once again for patiently listening. You can watch this video as many times as you want. Thank you. Bye-bye.